New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. So this is my question, right? To any black people out there, not even just specifically to black women. What does this picture say to you? Right? When I ended up seeing this online, I'm like, wow. I'm like, it's blatantly obvious, right? And this is the packaging for that product, right? Now, I will sit up there and state, right, that you have articles out there that's trying to say that the packaging is in no type of way trying to be, racist or discriminatory or stereotypical, things like that, because then they'll show the other packaging, right, that they have with women, carrying children by themselves, just like you see the black woman doing, right? The difference is that being a single mother and having that listed as a, in a sense, a success story and different things of that nature, that has never been the main thing when it comes to other groups of women. No other group of women has been targeted like black women, to, in a sense, deem being a single mother as the go-to thing. Right now, we have people have relationships where things don't work out. People agree or disagree or agree to disagree, however it, basically transpires. But those two grown adults decide that, hey, this is not where we are at this moment in time. I think it's just better if we potentially separate, right? Or you have other instances, right, where it is very much more beneficial, money wise, for a black woman to have kids and not have a father directly in the household. And that is by way of the United States government and how they will decide to dish out money, how they will decide to dish out benefits, and, a variety of, different things like that. Like I've stated to you guys before, this is what psychological warfare looks like. This is what marketing looks like. This is what all of that research and understand people's thinking and understand where society and where the world is today. This is what all of that looks like, where they have packaging like this and many other examples, but people don't really think about it because mentally people are in a clear-cut different place, right? At one point in time, it was seen as a different aspect, right? If a woman was deemed a single mother, right? And then within the same token, during those time frames, it was also deemed as a negative for a guy, right, to automatically get with a woman and get her pregnant and then decide that, oh, I'm just going to, dip off. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to, you know, do whatever, I want to sit up there and do, right? So at a point in time, both parties, male and female, right, used to be held accountable. Now that accountability, in a sense, to a certain extent, no longer exists, right? More so on one side versus the other. And this, like I stated before, pretty much leads to the picture that you have at this moment in time, where you will have imagery of a white woman with her white man. They're all happy. They have their child. It's, one great happy family. Her hair is flowing in the wind, right? Just enjoying the breeze, right? And then on the other packaging, you see a black woman, right, being strong, being independent, right, doing everything on her own, doing I don't, need a man is not necessary, right? And a child left there. And like I said before, this also speaks volumes um, to reinforce certain things, right? So the other image basically showcases that the white woman has her white man with her child, and that they're going to have that protection, right? They have that male protection, that reinforcement, different things of that nature. What does it show you on the black side? It shows you that up yet again, as what most black women say, black men are non-existent. Black men don't want to be fathers. Black men don't want to be providers. Black men don't want to be in a relationships. Black men don't want to get married. Black men don't want to handle their responsibility to the black community. Black men are always running off and getting black women pregnant. Black men are just irresponsible to begin with. Black men this and black men that. That's what that picture is in a sense saying. Every single time they post images just like this, they're literally reinforcing the stereotype and the idea that black men are non-existent in the black community. That when every single black boy grows up, he's going to go out there, get a black woman pregnant, he's going to abandon her, and then abandon the community. Every single time that a young black man grows up, he's going to get successful, and he's going to get a black woman pregnant, and then he's going to leave her and the child and then go off and marry a white woman and then be the protector for that family. It's reinforcing a lot of those negative viewpoints and those ideals, right, that people tend to focus on and harp on, when realistically, logically, stated and rooted in reality, that's just not a 100% fact when it comes to the things that necessarily happen. There are way more variables that are in effect that lead to a variety of different situations. But like I said before, when it comes to trying to expose and talk about a lot of those things, people don't want to, really dive and get too deep into those conversations, because then it starts to go into, reflection. And people don't like to reflect and look at their own reflection. So like I said before, due to the fact that in my perspective, right, how I'm looking at it, due to the way that you have a lot of black women out here, talking about black men and also their black sons, because I'm not sure if a lot of those black women realize it or not, that the same way that you talk about black men today are the same way that young black girls growing up with your sons are going to talk about black men tomorrow. So whatever you're stating, young black girls are going to eat that up. They're going to carry that directly with them. Even if they've never had a relationship with a black man, they're going to grow up with that. And they're going to keep all of those talking points. And then they're going to point that directly back at your son, who you're raising at this moment in time, that you're saying is clearly different from every other black man out here because you're raising him. But as I stated before, it realistically doesn't matter. If you talk negatively about black men, you're also talking negatively about your black sons as well, which again leads back to the picture here. All of those talking points, all of those main thoughts, all of those main ideas, right? All of that negative energy that people want to sit up there and carry leads to why it is possible that imagery like this is able to exist. And why it is that imagery like this is able to exist and other people other than black women are able to profit off of these things.